Good morning, clients, brokers, and viewers to yet another episode of the Busy Brokers PH. Joining us today is Miss Mara. She's the broker division head, correct, of Ortigas Land. And I think the two of you have been working together before.
For 20 years already. I've known you for 20
have
years.
to say the age.
Oo nga.
Age reveal.
But yes, over 20 years.
Nakakilala si Mar. Yeah.
Ano yung real estate needs at certain times? So we'd like to ask you about yung mga, ano ba yung mga strategic moves for
yes.
buyers, sellers, and owners.
Paano mag-pivot sila in this
this
kind
day
of
and age,
condition, market
Well,
condition, di ba?
Yeah.
since you've been working for 20 plus years.
Yes, but kasi for me, my focus is really condos. So imagine the clientele I have amassed from that network. It's really all condos. So I can speak for flipping or renting condos, not so much on land. I mean, like lots that you guys experience.
So you think okay pa rin ang flipping now, or is it better for our property owners to lease out their property, lalo na hindi rin, let's say, hindi nila mabenta in yung sa presyong gusto nila?
Okay, from experience, I think it is still applicable even if this was from before the pandemic. That if you can hold on to your property, even after the turnover, you get higher yield when you sell it after you've actually improved the unit, or after everyone has settled in the tower. I think that's the best stage where you can actually flip if you have the money to do so. Diba? Kasi the markup is more when it's RFO na they appreciate how you styled the unit. There are those who are ready to just purchase it nicely na done. But again, there are those naman who really thought of just buying for flipping purposes.
Yes.
So they wait until before the turnover where they're supposed to pay the lump sum amount. Okay, so before that was easy. However, because the real estate market has really grown, where there are so many developers, there are so many choices, there are so many towers to choose from.
Plus market condition pa natin and economy
Yeah,
is
so
not so...
nabibreak siya. So
correct,
into many other
yeah.
factors and choices for the buyer. Hence, right now, the problem is it's a buyer's market. You have to now put yourself in a position where they will choose you over many others. So how is that gonna be? Now you're gonna think, how am I gonna make the most out of my investment? Is it rent? Is it sale?
Yan na nga.
Will I settle for minimum amount that I can get back in terms of yield? Payag ba ako na break even lang?
Payag ba ako na 2% ROI lang sa rent ko?
Huwag na ma-zero, di ba?
Huwag lang ma-zero. Is it cash flow lang ba? Di ba?
Yeah, so that's where they have to choose. Ano yung threshold ko? Ano yung kaya kong i-take at this moment? Because right now you said we are at a weird time.
Weird talaga. Really weird times.
Do I have the capacity to hold on to my investment for a bit
Paano kung may loan
longer?
ka pa?
So I can maximize the yield in the end.
Yes.
Pero paano naman doon sa hindi?
Yeah.
My question to that is, if you're ready to sell, may bibili ba?
Yun din.
In the first place.
But we gathered information
Okay.
during our last MLS session with Citrep.
Okay.
The buyers right now are end users.
Yes.
It's a buyer's market.
Buyers market. End users, investors are kinda absent. Speculating, absent, and if they wanted to buy, grabe naman yung hinihinging discount sa sellers na, like 20-30%. Parang, wow, that's great. That's a 50 pa nga eh.
Pero that's a strategic move for them as an investor.
Correct.
Because they take advantage of the opportunities that they can get around. Whether it's secondary market, whether it's from the developer, what they do is they want to take advantage of the opportunity. Pero yes, I've also noticed that most of our inquiries with what we have in Ortigas is that it's mostly really end use. You know how we know? Because they're looking for bigger cuts. it's no longer the small cots.
Yeah.
Gone are the days where studios and one bedroom would be the safe investments.
Correct.
Yeah,
It
you've
would
been saying
now
that.
it would now be really 2 and 3
The
beds.
2 and 3 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be like the bigger cut 2 or the bigger cut 3. Basta 2 and 3 because again, we go back to the part where Filipinos are really clannish and we take care of our family members.
They call it a nuclear setup, right?
Yun.
They like
So-
being together.
If in the United States, pandemic would trigger them to have their own space for safety and wellness. Sa atin hindi. Let's take our mom. So I can, dito na si mom.
Yes.
Another
Yeah.
room
Yes,
kasi,
super.
so I can
Totoo
take
yan.
care of my mom more.
Yes,
ganyan
Instead
talaga,
of I have
ganyan
to
talaga.
travel and see to it na she's okay. I'll
Parang
just
ikaw
take her. So
mismo
I need
ayaw
that
mong
extra
mag-move
room.
out.
Uh-uh.
Di ba?
Yun.
I cannot live in Antipolo or something because my mom's in Makati.
Yeah.
Ganyan,
So
di ba? Ganun.
that's
Hint,
one of the
hint to my
factors.
parents.
diba?
Baka pwede kami bumalik.
Kasi it's easier.
Yes,
like,
it is.
With what happened with pandemic, diba, it's easier to take care of your folks before may passes, before you get around. I mean,
Yeah.
just imagine that, and then only if they're a senior, automatically, of course, they're more susceptible to getting the disease. So they stay home. Who goes out? Tayo, the children, diba? So yun yung easy strategy to take care of our folks. Bring them in. But because it's an urban living setup, it has to be the bigger cut 2 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Or the 3 bedrooms.
So, yun ang tatanong ko sa inyong dalawa. Ngayon nga, medyo uncertain times tayo, diba? For the benefit of our rich clients, yung awash with cash. Ano bang okay bilhin? Lupa ba? Condo ba? House and lot ba? Or say, townhouse?
Depends.
Depends.
Because it's their use eh. I cannot tell somebody to buy a house and lot. Pero gusto niya lock and leave. If he's the kind of guy who would like to travel more often, I think the best setup would be a condo, right? Kasi you can just turn
Lock
off.
up.
Yeah, lock up.
If
And
you
there's
want-
security, diba?
If you want cash flow right away, condo tayo.
Until now.
Hindi, tama. Kasi condo, nandiyan na, nakatayo na eh. Whereas
Okay,
if
yeah,
it's lots, you have to build a house. Ang
Yeah,
condo,
yeah.
ready to go.
Not only
Oo,
that, I
oo.
think in terms of like investment, when you buy a condo, the setup for the Philippines is really pre-selling. So you get to pay for something over the spread of 5 to 7 years. Unlike like let's say in Hong Kong, you have to buy its RFO already, cash
yeah.
basis. So even in the States, it's baliktad. You buy something that's already done, but you pay the loan is afterwards with the interest. In the Philippines, you get the chance to spread it out for 0 interest. So that's the way that the regular Filipino can
Tapos
afford
pwede mo
housing.
pahabain pag turnover na, yung mag-bank loan ka pa.
Yes.
So,
So yun yung
Flexible na.
flexible talaga.
but that's cultural.
Ah.
That's how it is in our country. It has been like that when we started 20 years ago.
Pwede ba pag owner ka tapos may inventory pa si developer? Mas mahirap pagbenta.
Mas mahirap
kasi nga,
magbenta, yes.
Kalaban mo yung terms. Kahit
Agree.
na mas mura
Agree.
ka, kalaban mo yung terms ng developer.
Yeah.
Yun lang.
Well,
Kaya maganda
that's-
bumili sa isang project na mabilis mag-move.
Mabilis mag-move or low density.
Low density, yeah. So
tama.
again, emphasis on the 2 and 3 bedroom projects.
Yes.
So,
or you choose the unit type that you think will sell out faster. So
Yeah.
like in the inventory, what do I offer first? Office to prime. Because it's the one
of
that
course.
gets sold out right away. So by the time that it gets turned over, there's no more inventory of that particular series. Meron kang leverage to sell that kasi there's none with the developer anymore. So
yun.
that's the advantage of choosing. For example, you think it's expensive kasi prime, I might not need it. No, always if it's an investment, you go for the best. Kasi nga at the end of the day, yun yung unang mauubos.
Yun ang unang limited.
Yes.
Limited.
Limited talaga.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Makes
depende
sense.
sa mix nung tower, what's more and what's less. So, I would position myself with the one that has the lowest ratio.
Is it better to buy or to rent?
From your personal perspective, which do you think is a better way to do it right now?
I'm looking at where the market's going right now. No, medyo mahina yung sales. I mean, we can
Yeah.
see that sa records natin, ano. But the rentals are active.
Yes,
pretty
very.
active. So I guess in this slow market, rental is the safe way to go.
Yeah, but ikaw, anong ano mo dyan?
There's
Ano
a
mas
middle
safe?
ground.
Okay.
Okay.
Ano yung middle ground? Okay, go! Sige.
Because for us, we have what we call early move-in. It's like you're renting, but you're actually paying for a unit that's gonna be yours in the end. So what does that mean? The developer allows you to move in after 10% down. So the risk of the person buying, imagine, is just 10%.
10%, yeah.
And
Maganda yan.
nakatira ka na dun sa property. It's
Na
as
gusto
if
mo. Oo.
it's as if you're paying rent,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
actually an amortization that
Installment
you're paying
payment.
for.
Yeah.
So again, because it's like a pre-selling kind of setup, it's 0% interest. You're not even gonna borrow from the bank right away. So that's a new concept now that developers have to pivot and adjust. Kasi nga, we're in this situation. So we cannot blame the developers doing this because on their end naman, they're the ones risking a lot. Imagine turning over a property
Yeah.
that's only been like more or less 10% paid. Right? And it's
Tama.
still in a contract to sell. So there's more for the buyers to take advantage, in fact. So that's the middle ground of rental and the sale.
So I wanna highlight that to our viewers, no? Yung mga terms na ganyan ngayon na binibigay ng developers, no? 10% down, 10% again for so many years, early move-in, wala yan before 2020. No, 2020 before. Walang ganyan.
None.
Ang lightest term na na-encounter namin ni Mara before, 10, 40, 50. Yung 45, 4 years lang.
Yes.
That's 50 lump sum.
42 months to pay only.
Mga ganon. Oo. So, I think what I wanted to say is for our buyer investors to take advantage. I mean, you review what's being offered to you.
I think
No?
they have to be the investor na rin, who takes advantage of opportunities
Yes.
presented to them.
Ah.
Not just your usual end user buyer mindset.
Tama.
You know, why not look at it in
Yeah.
that bright side? Diba? Kasi, yeah, there are many units abound. Great! You can choose what you like. Diba? There's something out there for you. There's something that will
Bagay
fit
sa'yo.
your lifestyle. Because you were asking a while ago, should I go with the house and lot? Should I go with the townhouse or condo? Again, it depends on the lifestyle that you want to have. So, there's always, when you guys ask me, which is better, A or B, there's always something in the middle.
True.
So
true.
parang there's always compromise.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
compromise between the buyer and the seller.
So, what's the secret to successfully leasing out your property? I mean, let's give a tip or two to our
I think
viewers.
the fastest one that gets leased out are the nicer
Nice
ones.
ones, the nicer one.
Those that you have, kita mo if they've invested in fixing the
yeah.
unit or compared to somewhere that
Ano?
they just put lights and
The term there is good tenantable condition. Tama.
hindi lang. I think there's really
Ganda,
an improvement.
interior.
Yes,
Yeah,
kasi,
dapat ganun.
kasi a barely furnished unit can also be in good tenantable condition
Tama,
if your
tama.
fixtures are all okay,
If
diba?
naka-interior kasi, you might be able to demand more. Tama
Yes.
na? Yeah.
And leverage that you get to be
Premium,
chosen
rental
first.
premium. Yes, tama.
Yes,
Yes,
yes. So,
Oh, that's gold.
notably, you
Gold.
will see that those that are left out are those that are barely improved.
Medyo napabayaan.
So,
ganyan.
if before you were able to rent it out like that, maybe not anymore. Kasi nga, again, there are so many choices already in the market.
Yeah, that's a lot of units out there.
And of course, those generation that who probably rented before in that kind of setup, they have outgrown that lifestyle and they've already improved their own lifestyle and they want or demand more.
And yung unit mismo, lumaan na rin. Yung the design, wala na rin siya.
Yes. So it could be that they're already like moving up to a more upscale building.
Tama.
Diba?
Yep.
Or transfer to a bigger cut.
Si husband na from manager to director role na or executive role na siya.
Yes. Kasi, do you think people will just be stagnant for the next 10 years in their life? No, because we work hard too.
Yeah.
Of course, there's
Yeah.
always an improvement of our lives,
Yes.
diba? So you can't just think that they're gonna be stuck there forever. So that's why it's easier to sell up, diba?
Yeah,
Than
yeah.
to
downgrade ang hirap.
yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yun kasi everybody's goal is to be successful.
we will go to the quick fire, but we already asked the first question for the quick fire,
Yeah.
which is lease or
Let's just
purchase,
ask Mara
no?
again.
But if you were to invest right now, would you lease a property or would you buy a property for end use, personal end use?
If I would lease or I would buy for end
Yeah.
use.
For
If
your
it's
own
end use, I think I will buy.
Okay.
Diba you have to motivate yourself to buy something and keep it and upgrade it. Yung hindi ka rin stuck. Like I said, we all have goals. We all have our dream mansions
Yes,
or our
yes.
dream houses. So how can we get there? It's by starting to buy that property. So you don't have to like fix it in such a way na forced na titipidin mo. No, you can slowly develop your dream house. Diba?
Tama,
So,
tama.
if I rent lang naman kasi na end use, pero I have an opportunity to purchase one for myself na same payment term as renting out, why won't I buy?
If you were to choose one, Laguna or Bulacan?
I think South Laguna.
Consistent ang Laguna.
Consistent ang Laguna.
Iba ikaw. Laguna or Batangas?
Pinalayo mo lang yung
No,
Batangas.
wala
South
lang.
or more south?
Ano more south? Oh.
eh.
Yung probinsya lang, yung pinag-iba.
Boundary. No, well, if it's a beach property, you should go Batangas.
Batangas.
Because
Of course.
Laguna
Okay,
is the
okay.
hot spring.
Yeah.
area.
Tama.
Yeah.
But
Tama.
diba, if I'm into the hot spring thing, I would look into buying houses in Laguna and then have it rented out, diba?
Yeah,
That's also
Tama.
rental income.
Yeah.
Diba? You fix it,
Yeah.
you rent it out for day trippers or overnight stays, diba? Yun.
If it's sa'yo, may bubong eh. Pwede may bubong yung pool.
Pero sunburn pa din kasi may init yung
Oo
water.
nga.
The last question. I have a last question. I have one last question. Well, alam ko na rin may sagot, but tungin ko pa rin.
Sige.
House and lot or condo?
Good
I-
question. Good question. Kasi
Last na.
Sa condo kasi, yung mga pinag-usapan natin eh. Sige. House and lot or
House and lot or condo?
Kasi nakatira na ako sa house and lot. I mean, sa house. So you'll want,
Nasa na na. Ganun.
you usually want what you don't have.
Okay. Condo pala.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Diba?
so it's an upgrade to your house and lot or a condo? Yun na lang. You wanna upgrade lang your...
You know, I'm weird. I don't think I want a big house.
Because you and me the same. I don't want a big house.
Okay.
One, it's harder to maintain
Correct.
eventually.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking, if it's really like in the long term, talagang baka condo. Kasi, diba, less
Lock and go.
problem. Yeah, I mean like,
Go.
yeah, as in that's it.
Thank you for hosting us here in the beautiful
You're
Brokers
welcome.
Lounge. And thank you, Ortigas. Thank you. Baka you can share to our viewers how they can get in touch with you.
You can have yourselves accredited with us, just like these busy brokers. They are accredited as Remax Capital. I encourage you to take a look at our expansive portfolio because there's one for you that's perfect for your client for sure.
So they just drop in, look for you. That's it.
Yes, any from our team. Yes.
Baka may mga Instagram accounts ka gusto mo i-advertise. Hindi
Wala
na.
naman. But,
Contact
basta,
numbers.
just remember,
Okay.
Ortigas Land,
Brokers
Channel.
Network. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, thank you once again for viewing our episode today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We have Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram. Madami.
You're
Also-
everywhere.
Everywhere. We're
na kami.
everywhere already. Yes.
So we'll see you in the next episode then. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.